The principal gives every student $1,000 and takes commemorative photos, except for this one boy, who receives only a sheet of paper covered with strange numbers. The boy is puzzled. When he gets home, he tells his father about it. His father's eyes widen the moment he sees it, and he immediately copies down the numbers. As a mathematics expert, he's determined to decode the earth-shattering secret hidden within. After breaking down and analyzing the patterns, he obtains a series of number combinations. He searches online for connections and is stunned to discover they match the 9/11 attacks of 2001. Even the death toll corresponds exactly with the numbers on the paper. To prove this is mere coincidence, he begins transcribing all the numbers and searching for each one on his computer. Incredibly, every major disaster from recent decades matches perfectly with the numbers on the paper. The next day, John goes to his lab and shares his discovery with a colleague. According to the paper's record, a disaster will occur in 2 days, claiming 81 lives, though the specific location remains unknown. His colleague, however, thinks John is having a mental breakdown and dismisses the predictions as false. Seeing his colleague's disbelief, John has no choice but to return home. He keeps the TV on, constantly monitoring the news, hoping to spot something. When the date written on the paper arrives, no accident appears on the news. Disappointed, John drives to pick up his son from school. While stuck in traffic, he inadvertently glances at the GPS coordinates on his screen. John suddenly has a realization. He hurriedly takes out the paper for careful comparison. Indeed, the accident locations recorded in the numbers are geographic coordinate. Unfortunately, the disaster site is near his current location. Due to the traffic jam, John gets out to ask a police officer. Just as he's about to speak, the officer's expression suddenly freezes, then he quickly flees. John immediately spins around and witnesses a horrifying scene. He rushes over to assess the situation, but finds himself powerless to help. The next day, when the news reports exactly 81 casualties, John becomes convinced the paper's prophecy is real. What's terrifying is that 2 more predicted incidents have yet to occur. To find whoever wrote these prophetic numbers, John tracks down the school's former principal. Through the elderly man's recollections, he learns the paper was written by a girl named Shirley. After receiving the principal's confirmation, John asks to meet Shirley, only to be told she has already passed away. After gathering this information, John follows the clues to Shirley's hometown, where he meets her daughter, Anna. John explains about the numbered paper and shares his discoveries. Anna becomes furious upon hearing this. She doesn't want to discuss what happened to her mother back then. Anna stands to leave. John urgently grabs her, telling her about the disasters that have already occurred. He also warns that another catastrophe is imminent, one that will kill 190 people. He hopes Anna can help him find a way to prevent the disaster. But Anna thinks John has lost his mind and chooses to leave anyway. John returns home in frustration. He locates the disaster site and, hoping to prevent the tragedy, uses a public phone to call the police, urging them to evacuate people in advance. When the day arrives, John goes to the predicted location, a subway station. He begins carefully observing his surroundings. Just then, a man in black spots him and immediately runs away. John chases after him directly. The man in black runs into the subway. At this moment, police officers in the subway arrive as well. The officers draw their weapons, ordering them to stop. Right at that moment, a train comes barreling toward them at high speed. Suddenly, something goes wrong with the tracks. The train instantly derails, hurtling straight toward the train where John is standing. John tells passengers to evacuate immediately, but the sudden emergency makes evacuation impossible. This catastrophic disaster once again confirms the prophecy.